Hello, beautiful lady, and welcome to Higher Self and I, the podcast. The birthday edition! Oh yes, it is not actually my birthday today. It's in fact my dad's birthday today, so happy birthday, Dad, if you're listening. It's my birthday on the 15th, so the birthday bonanza is out. It's here on social media. Go and check the Instagram. There is a little advert in this podcast just letting you know about it. But I love birthdays. I in fact actually love celebrating other people's birthdays than actually celebrating my own, but hey ho, we love a birthday podcast. So today I want to talk about something that's actually come up for me this morning. And I was on the way to the gym. It is a brand new gym. We've just moved locations, so kind of new gym, new supermarket, new everything. And some of that can feel quite uncomfortable. And we moved into pretty much a dream home for me a couple of weeks ago. And yes, it felt quite uncomfortable because it was this step out of my comfort zone. And I was thinking about discomfort, and I was thinking about the way that we feel discomfort, and when we do feel discomfort and how we really want to get out of it as quick as we can, but actually how discomfort is the kind of telltale sign that we are growing. And that's what I want to talk about today, because a lot of the time, as soon as we feel that discomfort, because our subconscious wants to keep us safe, we retract, right? We're like, whoa, no, that's uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. I don't want to know that. But actually, discomfort is the way to success, because no one got to the things that they want by being comfortable, did they? And actually, the more I thought about this discomfort, and like the discomfort of going to a new gym, the discomfort of not even knowing the way to the gym and having to use the map, like all of these little things, the discomfort of being in this house that I've absolutely freaking wanted for so long. And yes, the fear of success came up. Don't you worry, I've done the work. But all of these like patterns of discomfort that we want that next level. We want to work into what that looks like. We want to step into what that looks like. And all of a sudden, when we get the discomfort, we're like, whoa, no, let's go back to safety. I want us to reframe that, because actually the moment that we know we're in discomfort is the moment we know we're fucking moving forwards. And that's exciting. That is so exciting. And when I'm going through any identity shift with my client, when we're kind of moving beliefs, when we're moving habits and behaviors, and we're moving through feelings, a lot of them do feel uncomfortable. And I talk about all this all the time. The subconscious work is not a fucking walk in the park. And it does take a lot of conscious thinking to change the thoughts, to change the beliefs, to change the feelings, to change who you're stepping into. And a lot of the time I have to remind them that it's going to be uncomfortable. Now, I don't like to put it there as preface, but actually when we're doing something that's brand new to us, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And that's okay, because we're new to it. And it reminds me of the 4 stages of learning. Now, I know I probably have spoken about this on the podcast before, but we have 4 stages of learning that we go through. And this is when we take anything new on. And the example that I always use is when you learn to drive a car. The first stage of learning is when we don't know what we don't know. We're unconsciously incompetent. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know that we need to learn it. The end. Nothing else to say. Then we move into conscious incompetence. We consciously know that we need to do something, consciously know that we need to drive, but we don't know how to. We've maybe not even started learning yet. So say when you started your business, you consciously knew that you're going to have to show up on Instagram and market yourself, but you don't know how to do that yet. Then we move into the 3rd stage of learning, which is consciously competent. This is the make or break section, because it either makes us in the way of we stick to it long enough, it feels really fucking uncomfortable, but we stay there long enough to move into number 4, which I'll talk about in a minute, or we give it a go, It feels too uncomfortable. We retract, never again, put it on the shelf. We don't want to go there. And conscious competence takes energy, it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes knowing. And I find those four, if you do not have those as an entrepreneur, that's where people quit, because it's either the lack of patience or the kind of the lack of passion behind it that keeps you going, that pulls you back from actually staying long enough in conscious competence. And once you've been in conscious competence for long enough, like let's have a look at you driving the car again. So conscious competence for me looks like 2 hands on the wheel, looking up, looking to the side. Everything was so robotic and you had to think about every single thing that you do. Pedal up, on the clutch, all of those things you had to really think about. Now, you then, because you've done it long enough, again, you move into subconscious competence, which means you can do it without even thinking about it. So for instance, the podcast for me is very subconsciously competent for me right now. However, because I'm in a new location, I'm recording the podcast in a different way, it's felt a little bit consciously competent today. You see what I mean? Like, you can be subconsciously competent for so many things, but if you change one thing up, like whether it's a new habit, a new morning routine, a new evening routine, a new way of doing social media, a new way of speaking to your audience on your stories, a new way of tracking your finances, you're going to have to be consciously competent before you can move into the subconscious competence. I've said competence too many times now. But a lot of people don't give themselves enough time to move into that. And this is where the discomfort is. So the discomfort lives in you having to think about being in that thing or doing that thing or changing your thoughts, changing your feelings, changing your results. You have to stay in that discomfort for long enough to move into subconscious, because now you drive and you get there and you're like, how the hell did I even get there? I don't even know. It's happened without you even thinking. So actually looking at that, really knowing and giving yourself grace, giving yourself patience to go, you know what? This feels uncomfortable because it should feel uncomfortable. It should actually feel really freaking uncomfortable right now. And that's okay. The more safety that you can create around the discomfort, the better, because discomfort is taking us to that next level. And that's what I really wanted to kind of hone in on today, is that if you are feeling discomfort in your business, in a way that you're pushing yourself outside the comfort zone and things feel like a bit edgy, or there's a new belief that feels a bit edgy, or there's a new activity that you're doing in your business that's a bit edgy, freaking celebrate that. Celebrate yourself being like, wow, I'm in discomfort right now, guys. Let's celebrate. Because that's when you know that you're moving into a new reality. That's when you know that you're collapsing your timeline. That's when you know that you being consistent at that enough is going to become subconscious to you, and that's where the magic happens. So actually just discomfort, welcome it in. And if you aren't feeling discomfort right now, if you are plodding along, doing the things that you've always done, thinking the thoughts that you've always thought, feeling the feelings you've always felt, maybe it's time to bring a bit of discomfort into your life. Maybe it's time to go, you know what? Everything feels a little bit comfortable for me right now. And that quote, nothing good happens in the comfort zone, is usually right. We do have to push ourselves out of the comfort zone, because I know I don't want to stay where I'm at. I know I want to enjoy the journey, yes. Enjoy what I've created, yes. But I'm here to play big, so I've got to keep pushing myself into discomfort to get there. Look back. Look at the times that you've been in discomfort. Did something grow of that? Probably yes. I would hazard a guess. Really stepping into that and knowing that the discomfort is actually a good thing. So, very short and sweet today, but let's welcome discomfort in a little bit more and maybe have a look and see, okay, like, where can I be pushing myself more? Where can I step into this more? Where can I feel a little bit uncomfortable right now, because I know it's going to take me to that that next level. I'll see you on the next episode, and make sure you keep an eye out for the birthday bonanza specials. Have a beautiful day. Bye.